Alright, there we go. We are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel. We love comics. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to check out one of my videos. And I'm going to be selling a couple of my graded comic books. Now, obviously, I have over 35,000 books, so obviously there's no way I could sell all of them, nor would I want to. But basically, we have to find our new home within the next 3 months. We got the state that we're interested in. We just got to find the right house, but we want to make sure we have money in case we either need to rent or buy. It depends on what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show these before I list them. I was going to put them on my web store, which also is where you could find my mystery boxes. So if you're interested in any of the comic book mystery boxes, just go to the link in the description, or I'll place right here. There's a link. And you go all the way to the bottom. So in the description of every video, if you go all the way to the bottom, there'll be the link to the website. Or you can go to my main page where you see the banner. And the second thing on the bottom right-hand corner of the banner, you'll see like almost looks like a dartboard. You could click on that and it'll bring you right to it. Again, just go all the way down to the bottom. But before I listed these, and I probably won't list them for another day or two, probably tomorrow or the next day, I figured I'd show them here first. So if anybody's interested, you can contact me because I also provided an email address that you can contact me with. Some of these are actually pretty major. As far as where I'm moving, I'm not indicating where the state is. I have just too many haters right now that that's one of the reasons why we're moving, and I'm not going to get into it. I mean, there's a couple of different reasons, but yeah. Security-wise, I cannot tell you what state. I'm sure some of you can understand, but there are some people that are just really, for some reason, out to get me, and I don't understand it. But I cannot make that public, so I hope you can understand. So I'm going to show some of these books. If anybody's interested, before I place them on the website, I thought I'd give you a chance to get them. I mean, you can always get them on the website. I might be adding more in the future. This is kind of not because I want to, because trust me, I don't want to sell any of my comics. I mean, the mystery boxes is one thing, but selling individual comics was something I didn't want to do. But here's the one thing that I want to mention. And this is why I always say get doubles. Because you can end up trading or selling your comics if you have to and still have them. So, most of these comics I have doubles, if not triples of. There's only one of a kind. Well, there's only two in existence that I'm going to be selling. It's rather expensive. But if I could sell it, somebody's going to make a killing on this book in another 3 to 5 years, especially with the new Batman movie coming out. So I'm going to show these books. If anybody's interested in them, you can contact me at the email that I'm providing. Or if you want to see if they're still available by clicking on the link. You just go all the way down to the bottom. It's my website where I create organic stuff and orgone pyramids and stuff, so I don't want you to think you're in the wrong spot when you see it. But all the way at the bottom is where you can find my mystery boxes, and I will be putting these. I'll probably add more, but I figured graded comics are easier because of the fact that, you know what the grades are. So let me put on the video camera. So I'm going to show a couple of them. There's about 11 or 12 that I'm going to be putting on there. They range anywhere from $79 up to, one of them is going to be about $4,000, but when you see it, you'll understand why. But let me just show you them. I'll put new bags and board. Some of these bags are a little bit to be desired. But the first one, this is Miss Marvel issue number 16, which is the first appearance of Mystique in a cameo. It's graded CGC 8.0. Of course, the price I'm going to say is without shipping and handling. Shipping and handling would depend on where you live. So, because if somebody's ordering only 1 or 2 of these, I can do it also overseas. So, the shipping will depend on where you are. So, that book I'm only selling for $79.99 plus shipping. So, if anybody's interested in that, you can either let me know or you can check on my website. Alright, next one. I don't know how many of these are in existence, but this is Daredevil number 196, graded at a 9.4 with white pages. But this has a double cover, so not many of these are in existence. I'm not trying to make a killing on these books, but if anybody's interested in this one, I'm going to be selling this for, what did I put? For $89 plus shipping. So again, shipping will depend on where you go. What would ship be from outer space? It will be $5 million if you live outer space, and you must pay in advance. So that's another small little book, because I want to make sure I get ranges for people that can afford more expensive ones and cannot afford more expensive ones. This is a book, first appearance of Ronin. This is Fantastic Four number 65. I really don't want to sell too many Fantastic Four books because, you know, Fantastic Four is going to be in, well, is in the MCU. It's just a matter of time before they make movies. So if somebody wants to pounce on this book, in my opinion, any Fantastic Four, especially Silver Age, are going to be going up in price. This is PGX 6.0. It has off-white to white pages. This is the first appearance of Ronan the Accuser. So again, I'm gonna be selling these so they're easily purchased. So this book is I'm gonna be selling for $99 plus shipping. So that's a really good price for this book. Again, you know, Fantastic Four books, especially Silver Age, are going to be going up. I don't really want to sell any of the major ones, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you do. I have one or two other copies. Chris says, just tuning in, where can you purchase these? I'm going to be putting them on my website, and I'll place the link here again. But if anybody's interested in these before I place them on the web store, you can contact me right here at my email address. But I figured I would make sure these are very easily sellable. The money's going towards, number one, helping my cat Luna, and number two, helping us to be able to move and be able to find a house. Like I said, we have to find a house within the next 3 to 4 months. We have the state that we have in mind. We're just waiting for the right deal of the of a place to find. You know, we want to make sure it's the right place. Whether we rent it first or move into a house, it depends. So, like I said, there's going to be some key comics here, and I'm selling them at prices that are definitely worth it. Again, the prices I'm giving are without shipping, because the shipping will depend on where you are overseas. If somebody orders 2 or more of these, I'll throw in an extra comic for free. So if you buy them, just let me know. You could use PayPal or whatever if you don't use the website. All right, next one. This, of course, is another book that pretty much everybody knows about. I'm trying to sell ones that people are going to be very happy to get. This is Marvel Superheroes number 13. This is the first appearance of Carol Danvers. This is one of my personal books that I got graded. So this is not one I bought off of eBay or anything like that. So this was pressed. It was dry cleaned. These are definitely in very good condition. Mid-grade book, but, you know, higher books are going to be way too expensive. This has off-white to white pages, and I'm selling this one for only $149 plus shipping. So I live currently in the state of New York. So shipping is really going to depend on where you go, you know, what you where you live and how many you're buying, because obviously the more of them, the more it's going to cost me. And again, I'm using this one to pay for the medications for Luna, and also for us to move. Which, by the way, if anybody's interested in the GoFundMe, I want to thank all the people that have joined. I have a GoFundMe to help with that. If anybody wants to check that out, the link is in the description as well. Also, like I said, the web store, also I sell my mystery boxes. The link is I'm providing here, or it's in the description all at the bottom. When you click on it, just go all the way to the bottom of the website. All right, here's a Golden Age book I'm going to be selling. Really don't want to sell this, especially, excuse me, especially with the new Wonder Woman movie coming out. But, you know, I got to do what I got to do. Family has to come first. This here is Wonder Woman issue number 20. So this was graded CGC 4.0 with creamed off-white pages. This is from 1946. So this is definitely a key issue. I am only selling this for $289 plus the shipping. So Golden Age Wonder Woman, right before Wonder Woman 1984 comes out. This is graded CGC 4.0, creamed off-white pages. It's the first appearance of Redbeard. It doesn't say that on here, but this is the first appearance of Redbeard It's not a major character or anything like that, and I doubt he'll ever be in a movie, but it is a significant book. So an early Wonder Woman book, graded CGC, I'm only selling for $2.89. So like I said, I'm making these so it'll be very easy to be able to get them. So I'm going to keep posting the link if you're interested. Like I said, I will be posting these on the website, on my website in the next couple of days, but I figured I'd show them here in case anybody's interested. They can contact me. This one, I'm lucky I have two, otherwise I wouldn't have sold this one because this is the only graded 10 book I own. So because I have doubles, I can sell one of these. So this is Batman Damned number 2. This is the Jim Lee variant. This is graded CGC 10. So this is a perfect gem mint copy of this book. Definitely a book to own. Hate the fact that I have to sell it. But like I said, I have 2 copies, so I don't mind getting rid of one. So somebody might have the opportunity to get this book at a graded 10.0. I am only selling it for $299 with shipping and handling. Oh, well, plus shipping and handling. So, affordable book with a perfect 10.0 CGC. I have 2 copies of the book, so I don't mind selling one, but it's the only 10.0s I have. Alright, this is another book I really hate to sell, but, you know, like I said, when it's either move or become homeless or have our cat die, so, you know, I'm not doing this because I want to. And the good thing is, like I said, I have about 35,000 comic books, so it's not like even selling 100 of these is going to do a dent. So the next one is another one I hate to sell, but I will do it. This is the Wolverine Origins. Everything has been verified, including it's got a signature by Herb Tramp and the sketch. So that sketch was done by the late Herb Tramp. There's also the late Len Wein, signed also by Dan Kemp, Dan Way, Steve Dillon, and Joe Quesada. Graded a 9.4. This book was verified. This is one of the books I sent in. Key book, especially to get something from 2 people on here, the co-creators of Wolverine, who have both passed on. You cannot get their signatures anymore. You can definitely not get sketches anymore. So most of the sketches, if you ever see that he does, it's just usually an outline or a little face. This is showing his claws, his full upper body, and it was kind of inked in, so to speak. He used silver ink. So I am selling this one for $4.99. Plus, again, shipping and handling. It's got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 verified signatures. And the sketch. Definitely something to have in your collection. The good thing is I have that other signature book, so I don't mind keeping that. Alright, so 4 more books. Again, I will post the link if anybody's interested. I haven't placed them on the website yet, so if you're interested in these now, just contact me at my email address that I posted there. That's my business email address. Otherwise, I'll just post them on the web store. So, obviously, if you contact me before I place them, you will get first opportunity to get them. And again, let me know where you're from, and I'll let you know what the posting will be. Obviously, I'm going to ship these very well because, you know, you and I all know that we hate people that can't send comics, you know, without protection. Alright, again, this is another book I have double copies of, so I don't mind selling the lower graded one. This here, obviously, is a key issue. This is Strange Tales issue number 110. This is the first appearance of Doctor Strange. Now, this is graded CGC 0.5. It is missing page 4 and 14, which affects the story, but whoever had this book opted for the lower grade with the blue label. So this is the blue label, CGC. It has creamed off-white pages, but definitely a key issue. I'm going to sell this way under what it's worth just to get this. Like I said, this is why I always say get copies of books. So I hate to sell it, but the fact is, even if I sell this, I still have another one. So this book I am going to be selling for only $450 plus shipping. So it is a lower grade, but it's, like I've always said, low grade is better than no grade, especially if you can't afford, a 9.8 book, which is going to be about $40,000. So that's for people who can't afford the lower grades, higher grades. All right, next up, 3 more to go. This, obviously, you know all too well. I have 2 copies of this book, so again, I don't mind selling one, even though I don't really want to, because I love my early Amazing Spider-Man books, but what's the sense of rehashing the same thing over and over again? This is the... And Jose did a $1 super chat. Thank you for that. That was very nice of you. Jose Barrero, thank you. This is another book that I sent in myself, so I did not buy this graded. I made sure it was pressed and dry cleaned. It came back a 3.5 with off-white to white pages. This, of course, is the first appearance of Mysterio, which is obviously in the Spider-Man Marvel movie. And I'm only selling this for $5.25 plus shipping. This is about a $650 book. Now that, of course, is in CGC grade, so I'm not going to try and sell it to CGC grade. So I'm going to make sure it's cheaper, so this way you're not overpaying. All right, so 2 more to go. This is another one I really don't want to sell. This is my only copy, but I got to make sure I have something that people really want. So this one I hate to get rid of, but for the price I paid for it, I can do decent on this. I mean, obviously I didn't pay cover price for it, but I didn't spend what I'm selling it for. This is NYX number 3, first appearance of the X-23. This has the white pages, so it's a 9.8 with white pages. Definitely a mega key issue. This sells on eBay all the time for over $1,000. I'm going to sell it for, where did I put it? For only $850 plus shipping. So I'm going to make sure that somebody's going to be very happy to get this book. Obviously, with the X-Men coming over to the MCU, it's just a matter of time before you see something like this in a movie. Again, it's something I hate to sell, but if I sell garbage, no one's going to buy it. All right, last one. This is my mega key book. This is the earliest of Silver Age books, but when you see it, you'll understand there are only 2 of these in existence. This is Batman number 100. So it's the anniversary issue. Came out in 1956. This was graded a CGC 7.0. It has off-white to white pages. So this came out in June of 1956, so the beginning of the Silver Age. This book alone, and Old Man Milo, $1 super chat, thank you. This book, without what I'm about to show you, sells for about $2,000 to $2,500. This has, might be hard to see, this has a double cover. There is only 1 more of these in existence. So when you want to talk about a rare book, this is it. When I came back into collecting comics in I started coming back around 2015. 2015. And this was one of the first books I bought. So this book I'm selling for $3,950 plus shipping. You know what? If you're domestic, I'll give you free shipping. If it's international, I'll work a deal with you depending on the state, for what country you live in. But if you live in the continental 48 United States, obviously Canada and Alaska are going to be a little bit more because you have to fly them there. Believe me, I've checked. But if you buy this domestically, I'll give you free shipping on this book. But this is Batman number 100, off-white to white pages. For a book from 1956, that's amazing. But it has something that only one other book has, and that's a double cover. So the inside cover is graded a 7.0. The outside cover is a 5.5. So the inside cover, obviously, because it's going to be protected a little bit more. It's not subject to the outside elements. This is a amazing piece of history. Amazing Burfinator says, second in existence graded or second in existence at that grade? As far as I've checked, both. Because I've been looking for years. Only found one. And it was graded also a 7.0. I checked lower grades and everything. And like I said, I've been checking this one for years to make sure. So there is only one other that's graded a 7.0 that I saw a couple of years ago for sale. And it's actually funny. It would be funny if they actually copied mine and was selling it, because I never checked the number. But I don't want to assume that, so I'll just assume there's another one in existence. That would be funny if somebody ended up, when I bought this on eBay, because I bought this on eBay years ago, probably, like I said, back in 2015, and I saw somebody trying to sell one of these like 2 or 3 years ago. It'd be funny if they actually had the picture of this book and tried to sell it. But like I said, I never checked the number here to verify, so I'll assume that it's legit. So there's at least one other. I can't find any more. So this book, like I said, $39.50 for this book. I mean, with the new Batman movies coming out and everything, and just key books like this are not going to get cheaper as they get older. This is something that I hate to part with, but I had to have something that makes sure I could pay some rent if we're going to rent a house. So those are the books. Once again, I'm going to place the link for the web store, especially if you're interested in some of my comic book mystery boxes. They will help as well. You can contact me at my email address if you're interested in any of these. So if you see this days, weeks, or months later and you go to the web store and you don't see the comic available, that means somebody already purchased it. So anybody here, I thought I'd give the chance if they're interested in them. Again, this is going towards, number one, helping us move, and 1A and 1B, and helping Luna with her medicines, because, you know, even though she's starting to feel better, she's going to be on medicines for the rest of her life. And if you know anything about insulin, a thing of insulin that has 40 units, and we give her anywhere from 1 to 3 units twice a day, depending on her levels. If you look them up, they're over $150 for that one little bottle. And that's not including everything else. So this stuff is expensive. So these are pretty much all duplicates except for like 2 or 3 of the books. I might add others later. Like I said, I don't really want to sell them, but I don't really want to end up homeless or have a dead cat either. So I kind of have to pick my poison. So like I said, I have roughly around 35,000 comics, so I got plenty of them. And once I get myself situated and everything, I'll get back on track and I can get back to the normal things. Because this is why I tell people, don't ever give up. Things can get really bad. And one of the beautiful things about especially... Alex Comicorder said, did you show Fantastic Four #5? Definitely not selling that one. That has way too much potential in the next year or two for me to sell something like that. So, like, there's only one Fantastic Four book I'm selling, and that's the first Ronin, #65. But I'm selling it at a price definitely worth it. So, Oregon wanted to say hello. But yeah, books like that, like my Hulk 181s, I'm not selling because they're just going to be worth too much, and I don't want to give them away right now. So I'm sure you guys understand. So, this is it. Thank you very much. I might add more later, so check the website in another couple of days. We'll see what happens. If I sell a couple of those books, I might not have to sell anymore. So, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'm sure there'll be people who don't agree or don't like it, but hey, I'm not worried about people that I'll never meet and don't like anything I do regardless. So I'm doing this for the family. So to all the people that added donated to the GoFundMe, thank you so much. The people that ordered the mystery boxes, they are already shipped out. I send them out priority mail. If anybody's interested in mystery boxes, you can also click on that link. Don't forget to sign up for the cashback program. It's got the 2% for comic book purchases on eBay. If you spend $25 or more within the first 90 days, you get a $10 additional cash back. And I also get a one-time referral fee, so that helps out as well. So, considering our cat has heart disease, liver disease, diabetes, um, what's the other one? Pancreatitis, breathing problems because of fluid that built up in her lungs, and she's still fighting. Like, we took her to the vet, and we asked them, if she's in pain or anything, do you think it's better to just let her at rest? And they said because we caught a lot of this stuff early, like even the heart disease, it's in early stages. So they said the only discomfort she had was actually from the urinary tract disease, but we caught that early and we got antibiotics, so that's going to cure it. So even with all that stuff, she's fighting. And we said as long as she has a quality of life, we're going to allow her the choice of whether she wants to go or not. And the fact that she's eating again, she's never going to be out of the water, but we're giving her all these vitamins and special things. Like, we're giving her things like licorice root and milk thistle and a whole bunch of other organic stuff that's really good for her. I have a video. Luna, we don't know how old she is. She came into our life 4 years ago. She literally, somebody abandoned her and she was starving to death. She was literally 1 day away from dying. I mean, she was literally skin and bones. I went to open my door. It was a February of 2015 during the blizzard time in New York. I opened the door to get the mail. She walked in meowing hysterical. Her teeth were so rotten because basically she was probably eating scraps for months that we had to have most of her teeth removed. Not all of them, but most of them. She's been through so much, but she's a fighter. And I even said to her, because, I'll be honest, with all the stuff that's been going on lately, I wanted to give up. And I want people to understand that it's sometimes in life you're going to have the roof caving in on you. But falling is not the problem. It's not getting up again. So I actually got to the point where I wanted to give up. And then you add all this other drama stuff that was happening. Some of it, I did myself, but it was not intentional because of the situation. Unfortunately, like I said, the other person chose not to forgive or even respond. But, it is what it is. I wish them well. But I got to the point where I wanted to give up. And I made a deal with my cat the other day before she started eating again. Because she was at the point where we had to force feed her. And she was literally fading away. And I made a deal with her and said, you know what? If you don't give up, I won't give up. And the funny part is, the next day, she started eating again. Now, she's still not out of the woodworks, but we're doing everything in our power to save her because it means a lot to me. So we have 3 stray cats. We're doing our best for them. They eat better than I do. I'm actually sacrificing my health for her. So I'm giving up a lot of my better foods and things like that so we can afford to buy the things for her. Some of you might think that's crazy, ridiculous. Some people wouldn't do it. But I can only go by what me and my wife can do, not what everybody else is going to do. And maybe Luna's glad that of all the people in the world, she chose to walk into our house. So we're doing everything that we can. And to me, it's worth it. Because, there are not many chances in your life that you can do something good for others. So if this is my opportunity to say, you know what, I went above and beyond to help something else or someone else, to me, I'm going to do everything in my power to do it, even if I have to sacrifice. To me, it's never a problem. So that's why I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing right now. I want to relocate to a better place so we can stop existing and start living. My wife deserves better than that. So any of this stuff, if you purchase any of these or get the mystery boxes or join the GoFundMe or, like I said, the cashback program, if you join that and spend $25 within the first 3 months, I get a one-time fee. You also get $10 cash back plus the 2% to whatever you buy. All those things help out, and I'll do whatever it takes. Now, some of you probably none of you know this. I have a little bit of a disability, my spine, since I was a kid. This is probably the first time I've ever talked about this. My spine is basically in reverse since I was 9 years old. So moving things is extremely difficult. Like, people ask me all the time, why do I make so many videos? Why am I online so much? Because I can't do much physical stuff. I've never really talked about it before because my grandfather was always one of the people that said, you know what? Don't complain about your life, just live it. So I'm basically, when we move, I'm going to make sure I'm trying not to end up in a wheelchair or something. I just don't talk about it because I don't like to be one of those people that want people to feel sorry for me, because I do what it takes to survive. But make no mistake, we just moved a couple of things from our storage into our house, and I'll have migraines for the next 2 days. It's just because of the curvature of my spine all the way down to the past the lumbar to the from the cervix all the way down to the lumbar to the sacrum. It's been cutting into my nerve since I was 9 years old. But like I said, I don't like to really talk about that stuff. But it shows that even when the worst things in life are happening to you, you could choose to fall down. You could choose to let everything collapse on you and stay down, or you can get up and do the best that you can. So one of the beautiful things I've always talked about with comic books is, especially if you get ones that have value, if you ever have an emergency situation, and God forbid you ever do, but if we have animals, we have loved ones, it's just a matter of time. We do all grow old. It's nice to know you have things that can help you financially. They're great to read, they're great to collect, they're great to look at, they're great to hold in your hand. But in the end, if you're going to choose a couple of pieces of paper over your loved ones, your priorities probably are not where they should be. So I don't mind trying to sacrifice some of my happiness to make others happy. So that's what this is all about. Don't let anybody else try and tell you otherwise about my intentions, because nobody knows my intentions other than me. And that's why when somebody said they had a problem with me not deleting that video that I did the other day, one of the things I've learned about the internet is if you delete a video, people can then make up any story they want, and then you can't really defend yourself. So I'm leaving that video up with the apology video, so this way people can see it and they can make their own judgment, not base it on somebody else that may not like me who decided to make another BS lie about me, and I have no way to prove it because I deleted the video. So that's why I'm keeping it up. I regret the way I did it, but I don't regret the message, because I'm looking out for people. And if with all the 30s and 40 thumb downs I got on that video, the hatred doesn't change the facts. So that's why I'm leaving that up. And Mr. Comics, you say it well, staying down is a choice. I choose not to. So the couple of things have been happening. It stopped me from buying any more books for the time being. Like I said, we have to find a place to move within the next 3 or 4 months. The things going on with Luna, it happens. I don't want to fall down and I don't want to stay down. So if I can do some of these things, number one, it's going to make somebody else happy. Because like I said, if you see some of the prices I'm selling those for, somebody's going to pay for that and they're going to be very happy with it, and it's going to make them definitely good money in the future. So my selling those books, especially ones that come from my personal collection, if it makes somebody else happy, that's going to make me happy as well. But it's also helping to make my wife's life better and make my cats, all 3 cats' lives better. Because not only is Luna getting all these nice, organic products and organic foods, we're also giving them to Shy and Oregon, so they never have to go through this like Luna has. Unfortunately, I didn't know back then what I know now. And that's why I implore people. I made a video about a week ago at this point. It only has about 350 views. YouTube is silencing it because I also posted it on my other channel that has 47,000 subscribers. It has less views on that channel than it does this channel because YouTube does not like truth. I did a video a week ago about truth about food for your animals. And I give plenty of examples of things, tell you about them, and how some of the food you probably have is what causes heart disease and what causes early death of your loved ones, as far as animals are concerned. So please watch that video. I'm not charging for that. I'm giving that as my gift to you guys. But the only thing I request is you share it so other people can find out about it. So you guys, or your family, or your friends, or your co-workers, or complete strangers never have to go through what we're going through with, as of now, one of our animals. Hopefully it's not too late for the others. So please check out that video. Please share it, because YouTube is not going to let that get out there. But the beautiful thing is, no matter how much they try and silence, they can't silence it from everyone. So the more you guys help me, the more you're helping other people. And that's what my channel is mainly all about. And that's exactly why I called this channel We Love Comics. So if you're just arriving late, I showed all the books. It will process. Again, I'm not going to be listing these until probably tomorrow or the next day. So if you're watching this video and you're interested in any of those books, you're going to get the first opportunity. Obviously, if more than one person emails me for the same book, it's going to be the first person that emailed me and then the first person who pays for it. So if there's 3 or 4 people asking for the same book, I give the person that sent me the email first the opportunity. And then if they don't do it, I'll give it to the next person and vice versa. And again, if you buy more than 2 books, I'll throw in an extra comic for free. Let me one time put the link in the description. Obviously, the comics are not on the link yet, but I did include the email address. The link and the email address can also be found in the description of my video, so you can do that. So if you're interested in joining the GoFundMe, it helps pay for Luna's bills. We'd appreciate that. And the mystery boxes as well. So, as people say, I tend to repeat myself over and over again. The reason being is when you're live, you have a lot of new people, so sometimes you reiterate stuff for the newer people because they ask. So if anybody can share this video or share the link or share the videos, it really helps. And Matt did a $1 super chat. Thank you for that. That's amazing. I always love people to be so generous. So that's why I'm not like most channels that just let them go by. As soon as I see it, I want to recognize it. To me, it's the thought that counts, and you guys are really helping me through a tough time, and hopefully it helps you guys and gals understand that times can get bad. You can have everything going your way, and then all of a sudden, in a snap of a finger, events happen that take it all away. It's very easy to give up, because let me tell you something. There are plenty of people on YouTube that are happy-go-lucky when everything's going wonderful. All over YouTube, you'll see people that their life is perfect. It takes a snap of a finger to turn everything upside down. It's easy to be positive when everything's going great. It's easy to be happy when you have everything that you want. And D. Stingley, thank you for the super chat. He writes, "Hey Chris, it's been a while. Stay up, bro. Definitely will. Especially since I don't get much sleep, so I literally will be staying up." Somebody asked about that, but yeah, I don't get much sleep these days. But thank you for that. But like I said, there are many people out there that, you know, they'll put a big smile on their face and tell you everything's wonderful. Can they do that when the world turns upside down and everything goes to hell? And that's what I want to show, that yes, I have times where things go bad. And Christopher Donaldson just did a super chat. CA, I think that's Canada, so that's in Canadian currency. Thank you very much. So I'm sure after taxes I'll owe $5. No, just kidding. He says you're an inspiration, man. Thank you. And that's what I want to be. And that's why sometimes it hurts, some of the things that people have said. But I don't want to hash into that. I want to stay more positive. I want people to know that, yes, I could be easily happy when everything's going my way. I can easily tell you life is wonderful when I have everything that I want. But right now, I pretty much lost all my jobs. We have to find a new house. We're trying to keep our cat from dying. There's a lot of situations that are going on. I have physical pain, like I said, I haven't talked about. It's very easy for me to want to give up. It's very easy for me to be angry and depressed. And that's why when I made that video the other day, that's a prime reaction of my lowest point. And that's why I was hoping that a friend would have forgiven me for that time period, considering the situation, especially when I realized the mistake, because I didn't think about it. But I'm not going to hash that. But what this point is to show that even when things are bad, you can see I still try and stay positive. My future is unknown right now, and that's pretty scary. So selling these comics can help make that a little bit easier. So even if you can't get them, if you know anybody else that's interested, let me know. If you know anybody that might want to do the GoFundMe page to help with the cats. Again, this is not for me. I'm not taking this money and deciding, oh, I'm going to use it to go on a Bahama cruise. This is to move and to save our animals' lives. So if anybody else wants to make another negative spin about it, let them do it. You know, at this point, people are going to say whatever they're going to say. They don't know me, so if they want to make accusations with no proof and just because of the fact that I think differently, that's on them. So anything that helps, even a thumbs up in the video or sharing the video helps. But I wanted to give you guys an opportunity first for any of those books. So this is basically me rambling at this point. I want to thank everybody. Let me do today's surprise subscriber shout out. Daniel Rogers, I'm going to give that to you today. I'm also going to give it to the Sarge, the last 2 comments. Daniel says, you're a great man, Chris, be strong. Thank you. I'm not a great man. I'm just a regular man that tries to do great for others. And in this world of selfish people, in this world of people looking out for themselves, in this world full of hatred and division and separation and anger and all this negativity, you know, it's kind of nice to do something that can help others. Even if it's just to give a friendly advice. More people need to do that. So, thank you very much, everybody. Love you all. I appreciate those who watch this. If you're one of my power viewers and you watch this from beginning to end, first of all, I gotta say thank God for you, because I don't know if I could even listen to me for this long. So if you're one of the people that listen to this from beginning to end, please make it known. Show how proud you are to have your ultra power viewer or your power viewership. And, I give you a lot of credit, because I don't even think I could listen to me for this long. So with that being said, I want to say thank you very much. All the people that left the super chats, that's really nice of you. And to anybody that could share the links, even if you can't get anything or not able to, trust me when I say I understand. It's not going to make me think any less of you. Love you all. Have a great day. And don't forget, it's not you, it is not I, it is we love comics. Have a good day, everybody.